with me. You gotta bear with me. Oh, bear with me.
Hey y'all, welcome again. Welcome to the Young and Uncertain podcast. I am your host, Bree, and I just want to say we made it to episode 3. Oh my God. And as you can see, we in a whole different setup. Um, if you've been following my journey on TikTok, which is say less and read, please follow me on there. You would know that I transferred my spare bedroom into a content room. And I worked very hard on this. I put up all the wallpaper, as you can see, all my lovely faux plants. We got the iPad now. We got the beautiful brown orange couch. We vibing, and I hope y'all really enjoy this. Yeah, I really put a lot of effort into this, and that's the beauty of having your own home. You can create how you want to create. Like at my old apartments, I couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me value something like it's nothing like being able to decorate your own home. You know what I'm saying? And not feel like your security deposit about to be took by the end of the month, well, by the end of the year or whatever, how long your term of um your lease is. But it's so nice to being a homeowner, and it makes you appreciate like all the things that come with home ownership, and it makes you think more about like the beauty of all of that. So yeah, I'm just so happy. I hope y'all like it. Definitely follow me on TikTok so you can see all the other things. Also on Instagram, I do be posting up there. So follow me. If you're not following me, you're wrong. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, I want to just go ahead and transition on to a topic that was brought up to me actually in therapy. I was actually talking to my therapist about this, and I said something around the words like, we are losing the recipes. Every time I say anything good in therapy, I always write it down. So basically, what I was saying was, I was like, dang, really, like, truly losing the recipes of like just archiving family events. So how it got brought up was I was telling my therapist that I'm having a home warming dinner, and I can't remember the last time my family has taken photos. And basically, what I did was I sent a big text message to the group chat. I was just like, hey, at my home warming, please wear something that you feel comfortable in. Because I know a lot of my family members, they was going to have to go to work afterwards. And I was just like, wear something that you feel like you'll feel photogenic in. And a lot of the people in my family, they were kind of like, like, oh my God, what's going on? Like, why we gotta dress up and this all? Like, what's the vibe of it? I'm like, yo, it's not the Met Gala or nothing, but I'm just saying, wear something that you feel comfortable, because I do plan on taking pictures off of my camera, not my phone camera, but like my actual digital camera. And the reason why I want to do that is because my family has forgotten how to take regular photos anymore. Like, nobody has tangible photos that you can give to somebody, or you can be right on the back and be like, "Oh, this was taken 2025 Memorial Day weekend." Nobody has that no more. And the art of archiving is just not essential anymore because we have iPhones or whatever phone you have. And I want us to get back to that. Like, my grandma, God rest her soul, she had all of the photos, child. She had random kids' graduation photos. You know what I'm saying? Like, people sent her postcards with their family portraits. And my family we just kind of just stopped doing that. We just take a picture on our phone, call it a day. Another thing that we have lost, the family recipes. One thing I wish that I would have gotten from my grandma before she passed is the recipe to them rolls. Don't nobody make rolls like my grandma. Nobody. And she literally died with that piece of information. And it's just like, it's so crazy how she was able to, like, how was you able to kick the bucket and it just leave us like that without giving us the recipe to the roll? Like, I know the recipe, but I don't know it like grandma know it. Like, can't nobody make the rolls like grandma. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part that sucks. And that's what the part that I said, you know what, and what I'm going to do for me and mine, I could at least do the photo part. That's nothing. It's nothing for me to snap a couple of photos, professional looking ones, on my Sony A7C and make sure that everybody gets one. I think I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I think I could coordinate all the Thanksgivings, the cookouts, and all that like Big Mama was doing? No, I could not do that. I could not do that. And as a community, not just even my family, y'all were damn wrong for leaving that to one individual. Like, planning events out for a mass group of family members, and I don't know how big y'all family is, but my family is pretty big. That is a lot of work to just be trying to do by one, like just one person. And like the whole getting t-shirts, what park y'all gonna meet up, or are y'all gonna have a family cruise, or this, that, and the third. Like, that's a lot. And shout out to all the women who were doing that, planning that out and doing that for the family. So that's my piece. I'm going to do the photos, but other things that I want to start doing as well is um printing off recipes. I wish I knew grandma roll recipe. I really do. But I'm gonna start writing and printing off my recipe cards. So like later on, when my kids want to do something, or my grandkids, or whoever, they'll at least know that they have it. You know what I'm saying? Scrapbooking. We gotta get back to open, like, making and doing scrapbooks. I've been seeing it a lot on TikTok, and I always enjoy seeing those like videos of when all the girls are like scrapping, like, oh, this is what I got from Puerto Rico, and I scrapped this in my whole little journal. I'm really liking that. Journaling as well, regular journaling. Um, I like journaling. I journal now, and hopefully one day I can pass those journals down to my children. I could be like, hey, girl, when I was 16, I was going through the same thing. Read chapter 7. It gets quite detailed. Girl, you ain't never been through nothing I ain't went through. So yeah, I just like that. And we just gotta get back into that. We don't, maybe it's just my family, but we really do need to value that. Look at y'all. Look, I got my little iPad. It's keeping me on track. I really liked it. Yeah, girl. We professional with it around here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I like to see. Shoot. I got to scroll up and just look at what I need to be on. You know what I'm saying? I can just keep scrolling. But anyway, I'm gonna bring me up to my next segment. See, you see how I can do that? Okay, I'm gonna keep it professional. Um. Anyway, that brings me to my next segment, and it's the fact that a lot of us don't have these families to do that. So with that being said, make your own family. Create people that can pour into you and you can pour into them. Cause don't get me wrong, I love my family, and although I'm having this homewarming dinner for on Memorial Day weekend, depending on who comes and how people act, that's how I'm gonna start eliminating people. I cannot be like Big Mama and all the grandmamas out there who allow all the cousin faves and Mr. Can't Get Right and Mr. Jailbird all up in my house. I don't want that energy in my house, boo. You got to go. But what I can do is I will allow my family to come in. I will allow those who respect my boundaries, who love on me, who care on me. I allow them to continue to come into my house, cuz that's what my house is about. It's about love. And I will also bring in people that I feel like can also use love, and we can bounce off of each other. So for all the people who don't have the family, who's not the biggest family in the place, I definitely understand. And we got to get out that notion of, what's that notion that they're like, oh, Big Mama was the person that held the glue together. Like, no, that shouldn't hold y'all together. What bond y'all should be y'all roots. Getting back to that should be what bind y'all together. And y'all should be interwoven with one another. Nobody should have to glue y'all together, because that means y'all was never meant to be held on. Um, so yeah, that's my little tad piece on that. Like, choose your own family, bro. Um, blood doesn't make you. Blood doesn't always make it better. So make your own family. Don't let nobody try to dictate, you know, what's going on with you in your life. And yeah. And if you need help with that, I should add a book segment into this. I should definitely add a book segment, because it's this book. It's called "Oh, You Make Me Want to Grab It Out of My Book Collection." It's, oh my god, I know it's over there too. F me, God. It's how to deal with like immature parenting, emotional immature parents. Oh my god, if I find it, I'm gonna put it on my Instagram, and so y'all can see it. But I definitely should have a book segment. This is just me kind of just testing it out today. I hope y'all enjoy. By the way, what else? Dang, dang, that messed me up. Now I'm gonna be thinking about that book all day. They'll be like, Bree, what is Bree talking about right now? Cause I'm thinking about that dang on book. Damn, what is that book called? It don't matter. I'ma add it. I'ma add it. We ain't gonna worry about it. But yeah, man. Create your own fucking families, man. Don't let them sorry ass MFs in your family make you feel like you can't build community. And that's another thing. We ain't got enough community leaders either. We have to get back into these communities. You know what I'm saying? We really do. I was just mentoring some girls the other day, and whew, they need them, because they really feel like nobody cares about them. And that's what happens when you let these lone wolf ass stigmas push our kids out. Like, we gotta bring them back in. We gotta show them that this is a community that we all like. You belong to us. Nobody has no sense of belonging. Nobody has a tribe no more. And the only way you can bring that tribe back is you got to get back to our roots. We got to get back to the traditions, and the traditions of, like I said, it could be like the simplest things. Like me taking photos for my family is really not a big deal, but it's significant because many of our grandparents, they made sure to have portraits, poor or not. They made sure that them portraits was there. You knew who your people were. You knew who your cousins were. You knew who mom and them lived across the street. That all of that, like, it was a sense of community. We have to get back to that. We have to get back to the scrapping. We have to get back to, like, just all of that, bro. And that's my little tidbit that I'm giving back to mine. And it's not that big. So yours might be writing down your favorite dessert. You know what I'm saying? Just writing a little, like, every time you make a good meal, you might just write that down. And then when somebody can ask you, you be like, girl, here the recipe card, girl. Here you go. Do your thing. So yeah, like, we really do gotta love on one another, and just really try to build community and document our presence, because they always trying to erase us out of history. Don't erase yourself out of history because you don't want to do something so small. Let's take a picture, write a recipe down, journal. You know what I'm saying? Just little things like that. And then it's just like, what happens when the phones go away? What happens when the phones don't work no more? You'll have no tangible evidence that you even existed on this earth. Think about that. We are so caught up in our phones. And that's probably the reason why my family don't take as many photos as they used to, because they used to just take it on their phones. But I'm just like, we don't have no physical copies of our family no more. I would say my mom generation, my generation technically and down. Like, we don't have that. Like, I think that's crazy. And yeah, we need to get back to that essence. Damn, I just really thought about it. Like, I don't have no physical copies. I can't tell you the last time I took a portrait with like my family members. Damn. I think the last time I took a portrait with my family, my parents were still together. And now that I think about how old am I? I'm what, 28? My last family portrait I had to be in what, like 10, maybe 12? We got some work to do. We got some work to do. We got some work to do. That's all right though. We, shit, life happens, man. But we're gonna get back on track. And if you want to be a part of my family, hey, let me know. We have a little community over here. It's gonna be through the internet. Oh, I ain't meeting all y'all through person. I don't play that. But we can we could commute here. Let this be our safe space for us. So yeah, man. Damn. Man, that's crazy. I just thought about that. Like, I ain't got nobody. Ain't nobody got no photos. I'm really not even on this planet no more. But yeah, man, let's get back into that. Um, but yeah, that's all I really got. As you can see, new setup. We just vibing, bro. And till next time.